Okay, so hey everybody, we're currently having
Dan is off camera because
Yeah.
we're having some technical difficulties,
Yeah,
and
sorry
we
about
apologize for that. The power cord from the laptop came off as we were just starting the show, and everything went dark, and you know it's been. And you know we were ready a half hour ahead of time, and yet here we are starting late anyway.
Yeah, so sorry for the technical glitches, and the advance event link is now broken. So hopefully you found us on the Wandering Dams channel, either on YouTube or Twitch.
Yeah.
So apologies for that.
Yeah. And this is how we come back. After 2 weeks of being off, we come back with a vengeance.
Yeah, right.
Gigantic technical difficulties.
Right, I know. Oh, we prepped so soon too. We were so far in advance.
So ready.
Yeah.
So ready.
That's just how that works.
Yeah.
Anyway, so if you found us, welcome to Book of War Season 2, Episode 5, I believe. Isabelle, what is Book of War?
It's a game you designed to torture me on Saturday night. No, I don't think that's right.
Well, that wasn't the initial intent, but side benefits. But yeah, seriously, Book of War is a lightweight, fairly easy to learn, not torturous at all war game in the traditional D&D style.
Mm-hmm.
It's compatible with classic D&D, like original D&D and first edition, stuff like that. And we can usually play an army war game in about an hour and a half or so.
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
And of course, you and I have played it for many years, and I've simulated this on a computer several billion times to make sure that it's balanced and generally pretty fair fight on both sides. And if you're interested in more, go to oedgames.com and you'll find all about Book of War.
Excellent.
You know, I'll say actually a number of people have messaged me this week saying they actually just acquired Book of War. As a matter of fact. And someone on Twitter was like, the other thing that would be really helpful right now is like some sort of like video or live play would really help, like, you know, put the capstone on learning how to play this. And I was like, you're in luck, sir. You should tune in on Saturday on this really nice advanced event link that I just broke.
Around 8-ish or so,
yeah,
you know,
right.
whenever we don't break things.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you want to tell people about the game tonight?
Let's see here. We're brought to you with the help of our sponsors at describe.com with a special offer to viewers, but more of that at the end of the show. So how's your week been otherwise? So we have been off for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
How's life been?
Not good. Oh my God. Why is the workplace so broken? This is my question to everybody out there. Why is the workplace so broken? So anyway, not good. But I want to tell everybody out there, since you know everybody knows that I've been smoking during the pandemic, I've now gotten a prescription to Chantix, which is an antidepressant. So not only will I quit smoking, but I will also not care about problems at the workplace. So I'm looking forward to having much better weeks in the near future.
Wow.
Yeah. Really looking forward to that.
You know, this is publicly streamed, right?
Yes. I'm not naming names, though.
Right. Good point.
So
Good point.
I'm being very careful.
Right.
I am not.
Well, that's
I
interesting.
do not kiss and tell.
Interesting.
So there you go.
Wow. Well, I hope that works. I hope that
Yes.
we're all rooting for you to kick
you.
the habit.
Kick the habit.
Yeah, right.
Once again, I'm quitting once again.
I had a really on my end. So I'm back teaching actually at the university where I teach, and I had a blog article last Monday that really blew up.
In your face.
Yes, very much so. And so I actually deciphered the old weapons versus armor type adjustments in first edition D&D, and I did an analysis and I figured out that Gary Gygax had a specific arithmetic error when he did it. Actually, now there's debate about whether it was him that he actually created that chart. But so some people found it very interesting, and some people found that very offensive.
Outrageous.
Yeah. So in particular, so can you guess, like Twitter? Which way did the people on Twitter go?
Yeah, but we've talked about this, so I know. So I know. Yes.
Maybe I'm forgetting.
Twitter was pro you.
Yeah.
Facebook was anti you.
Generally pretty angry.
Yeah.
Generally pretty
Which
angry.
is actually kind of surprising. Because when I'm angry, I go on Twitter.
Yeah.
You know, and when I want to post
Yeah.
about, easy peasy stuff, I go on Facebook. So, that's very interesting, that it's turning out that way. Maybe the world is changing in ways I don't understand.
Well, it's a Facebook group, and so you get a certain... Anyway, you know what? The thing is, the people love the game, right? So there's a group of people that love First Edition just to tears, that are willing to go to war if you say anything bad about it at all.
They should buy a Book of War.
They should.
And battle it out.
Right.
One side would be
exactly.
Dan, and one side would be them. And then whoever wins.
So, that
was really eloquent. Whoever wins.
That'll be the subtitle on second edition.
Yeah.
So I mean, the show started. This show started last year because we were playtesting adjustments for a possible second edition of Book of War, and last year we mostly found that most of the edits that I was making we didn't like, and we dropped them.
There'll be no second edition.
So having worked 10 years on the second edition, it's going to be pretty compatible with the first edition. We'll say that.
Some minor adjustments.
I should also say that in the scuttlebutt, over pointing out that Gary Gygax made an arithmetic error on the weapons versus AC chart. The one thing I will say on Twitter that I got Luke Gygax calling me a nerd.
Yeah. Is that the podcast calling?
I feel like I should get a badge for that. And that's also not the first time that's happened. Like, I really feel like I should get a badge.
Sure.
Or some kind of medal.
I'll make you a little nerd.
How many people get that? How many people get a Gygax calling you like too much of a nerd? You're not Okay. Moving on to the next item. So what you're going to see tonight, we'll talk about our army. So what you're going to see tonight is our Patrons Pick episode, our first ever Patrons Pick episode.
Very exciting. I've been looking forward to having other people pick the army for me. Right. Mostly because I'm a little lazy,
Okay.
And this is going to be interesting. It's going to be a real challenge because I'm actually frantically looking at what my. Those are not units that I normally pick, so it's going to be very interesting to.
I got anxious myself about like the composition and like how to use my high priced unit properly.
Right.
So to be clear, about once a month or so, our patrons, who of course sign up on patreon.com/wanderingdms, are given the option to pick the armies for both sides, Dan and Isabelle. This particular army was chosen by our very generous patron William, who is also generally the moderator for the chat. So you better not say anything bad about this army composition, because William will just delete it right out of the chat. So be nice. And thank you very much, William, for this very interesting composition. One thing I'll point out is that William picked 3 different unit types that we normally don't use, and the reason that I've actually shied away from them is because we don't have proper figures for them. Mm-hmm. So there's at least 3 units here that I also have been interested in playtesting, but have been kind of embarrassed to do it. So we do have a number of replacement figures on the board, mostly on your side.
Oh yeah, so those are supposed to be the Halfling slingers.
Correct.
But they actually look like crossbows.
Right. So we're going to use those.
Tonight it is all your fault, William. And if I lose, I know who to blame. But if I win,
very good.
You will be thankful.
Right.
We'll
cycle back at the end, see how that went. And same for me, of course. So you've got so among the things that William picked and wanted to see you play with is Halfling slingers. which made a very brief appearance in episode 4 because
they got killed like basically in round 2.
Right. And didn't actually get to attack.
Didn't get to do anything.
Right.
I know.
So Halfling Slingers are back, and that's what you have here. Pretty good.
And then I have light horses.
Yes.
So obviously here.
Right.
I have medium foot, human medium foot. So those are actually the right figure, the right miniatures. And I have elf archers.
Yes.
I think I've used elite elf archers before.
I think you've used both, actually. I think you have used both the elites and the normals.
And the normals, yeah.
So you have normal elf archers that are first level and can disappear in woods and stuff.
They can
like that.
disappear in woods, which is kind of nice. So we're
and of course, these aren't really. So to be clear, the light horse are light lancers, right? We've got some figures here that have bows, but they don't really have bows for the units we've chosen.
Basically, we need more miniatures.
We do.
So.
Or at least we need more miniatures painted.
Now it's supposed to be my job to do that.
It's a cooperative effort, I feel.
Is it? Is it?
So the light horses are very fast, right? They move 24 inches. They have 2 health, they have 2 attacks. Most of that stuff goes away if they're not in the open terrain.
Right.
So be careful about that. Any other questions about what William gave you?
No, I don't think so. I mean, again, they're not units that I usually pick, so that's going to be a really nice challenge, and I'm kind of looking forward to that.
Great.
Although I know what you have, and I'm a little scared.
Yeah. Okay. So obviously, William picked the lawful good forces for Isabelle. I got the all chaotic monster type, so that's why I'm wearing.
So I'm really hoping for like nice sunny weather. So he'll wither away in the sun.
Weather is going to be, the weather roll here is going to be really critical tonight. There's like a 50% chance that the game pretty much gets decided right there. If it turns out rainy, then you with all these nice archers get screwed. But if it turns out sunny, then me with all the goblinoid types is going to get screwed in the sun.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a real dicey weather roll tonight. So I have been given... I got 14 figures of orc medium foot, so orcs in chainmail and mostly axes is what I see here. Okay. Right. And I have 8 units of Goblin Wolf Riders.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Now that's one thing that actually did change. In first edition Book of War, they had 3 health. Now they only have 2 health.
Oh, okay.
So I normalized the conversion from D&D to Book of War.
Okay.
And it turns out that, at least in original D&D, wolves only had 1 hit die. So the wolves and the goblins together only have 2 health.
Okay.
So they get 2 attacks. They're pretty fast.
Yeah.
Right? They are light vulnerable.
Is that?
No, it's only
like
12,
18,
right?
Where are you? Wolf, Goblin, 12.
12, only 12. Okay, great.
Okay.
And I have 3 figures of ogres, representing 30 ogres, and they're 4 health each.
Right.
And so pretty beefy there, and accounting for almost fully half of my army. So what's on the board right now is only 3 units, and composing almost half my army are Wraiths riding Wyverns.
Which is what he's been hiding in his room, painting for the past 5 hours, I think.
That's about
so
it.
now
Would you like to see that?
Yeah,
okay.
I would like to see that. Because that's going to be my biggest challenge, is your flyer there.
Yeah, so this is the first time I have used flyers in the game. And here is the miniature that is going to represent the Wraiths flying on Wyverns.
Oh, very nice. Yeah, very nice. Scary.
Can I get a critique from the expert?
Oh, it's very nice.
Be careful because it's glued.
It's glued.
Yeah, it's very glued on a very narrow
point. Still wet. I gotta put on
the paint is still wet.
I'm just kidding. Just gotta put on the really strong glasses. Oh, super sweet.
Yeah.
I like the stand, the little. Does that come with it?
It does. It does. The thing is, it's fragile. I think it snaps really easily.
Oh, does it?
So we're going to be really careful about moving around.
That is a weird figure on top of that.
Yeah.
Nice. Very good. Well, I'm looking forward to killing it.
So, for what it's worth, so this is from the Games Workshop Lord of the Rings strategy battle game from the early aughts.
Next time, Dennis Painting Street. It's trying to get me to do that, and
I was. Well, okay, now you have told me that you enjoy painting miniatures.
I do.
And I kind of sort of don't, Frank. It's kind of a chore to get them done for me. And you say you crazily say that you enjoy that. And people are on Twitch all day long painting miniatures.
Yeah, well, I got a job. Maybe on Twitch all day.
Well, maybe you should change jobs.
Yeah, maybe I should.
Maybe you should change jobs. Anyway, so this is the current status of the and of course you may recognize this is the Witch King of Angmar from the Lord of the Rings movies.
No, I approve. So, if I don't have any work to do, it's even better. Well, that's going to be a challenge, man.
Yeah.
That thing is like. So, is it the same as the?
It's pretty darn similar to the Heroes on Griffins. It's the last thing on the list.
One.
It's the most expensive thing. I boosted up the price, having had you discover the tactic that was available.
But here it says the move is 9?
That's when they're walking. Go under notes and you'll see fly.
Where?
Just on the right column.
Oh, I see. 36.
Yes. Yes, they fly 36 inches. And their armor is 6, so you can only hit them on a 6. And they have 6 health. And they do 2 attacks. And each of those attacks do 2 damage. Because the Wyvern is biting and deadly poison, and the Wraith is stabbing you with the magic sword there and killing you and sucking a life level out too.
Great.
So altogether, that's like 4 hits per turn.
Great.
So keep that in mind.
Well, not great. It's just
serve that up. Oh, and they have detection.
What the hell does that mean?
Detection. That means they can automatically detect any hidden figures within 18 inches.
So if I hide my archers, you gonna actually find them?
Yeah.
This is some kind of bullshit.
Yeah.
I tell you.
Yeah. Well,
this is how the edits do the game are done. I get all pissed off about the rules against me.
So now I'm wondering where I came up with it. So I believe in chainmail. I think the Wraiths have detections. I think that's the case. So I think that's where that comes from. It's just a standard game. It's just standard D&D. I barely made up any of this. You know what? Gary Gygax wrote these rules, and I just converted them.
Oh sure, blame the dead guy.
Yeah. He's alive in our hearts. So there you go. So those are the units in play today. Thank you, William, for that. We're going to see how that works out and whether I use this ridiculously high-priced Google Wyverns properly or not.
All right.
And I'm nervous about that.
Now you're nervous. I'm the one facing it.
Any other questions about what's happening?
No.
Okay. All right.
Come on, good.
Let us determine who is going first.
All right. Let's do that.
I should say, if you'd like to join in and pick our armies for the next time, feel free to join our generous patrons on patreon.com/WangerDMs, and you'll get called out next time.
Now we have pooping jokes.
I saw a thread on Twitter. I saw a thread on Twitter tonight of when was the first time that Lord of the Rings made you cry?
I don't know if I cried during Lord of the Rings. Did I cry?
What are you, heartless?
Yeah, probably.
So maybe tonight. Maybe tonight's the first night that Lord of the Rings is going to make you cry.
Yeah, but cry of shame. Fine. You go first.
You get to set up first.
Oh, this is not going my way. We need the terrain.
Right. So here.
9. 9 is
wood.
Okay. That's going my way a little bit more.
Remember, I can detect. If
no,
elves,
I got it. You said that.
If elves hide in the woods, and I can detect them within 18 inches, you have to show me.
I got that. You're just screaming at me.
So if you're new to the show, we're going to go back and forth, and we're going to roll 3 times for terrain and put it pretty much anywhere we want.
I see your army
Sure.
list? What do you have? You have some Wolf Riders, Ogres, and Ogre medium foots, and that giant flying monster.
Right. For the audience at home.
Look at this.
Wow, you threw the book. You threw the Lord of the Rings book across the room. Holy smoke, that's impressive.
Yeah, okay, your turn.
You're gonna leave it cockeyed like that?
Yes!
Oh, it's a stream.
No, it's a pond.
Oh crap, you're right.
Worse.
Let me see this. Okay, well, that's interesting.
A pond, nobody can really go across it.
Yeah.
Apparently no one knows how to swim.
Right. Nobody knows how to swim.
You're going to try to screw me with this,
I'm
aren't
totally
you?
going to try to screw you with this. Wow!
Why don't you take that down so it doesn't buckle?
Remember, this is on an antidepressant right now.
Just one pill, so. 3, rough. What happens in rough is just...
Yeah, half movement.
Half movement.
Now, of course, and then pikes and your horses lose their special benefits.
Right, I know. This is like not working, for the horses right now.
Wait till the weather roll.
Yeah. Right there.
Mm-hmm. I put this underneath them, but
yeah, this is not very pretty. The masking tape.
All right. Well, I'll fix it in a couple minutes. But before I do that, 6 is nothing.
4 is a hill.
Last episode we ran out of hills.
We did.
Yeah. There's so many hills. Well, I should point out that so this is episode 5, and the record for season 2 is currently 1.5 to 2.5.
What? Oh.
Yeah.
1.5. Well,
1.5 to 2.5. Under the a tie gives a half of a point to both parties, as occurs in American hockey. And did they do that in international football?
I don't think so.
No.
No, I've never heard of half a point. They just go to the penalty round till
Yeah.
somebody is ahead or somebody dies. Of exhaustion.
That's I laugh, but that's actually how they do it in North American hockey now too. They used to have tie games, but now they don't allow that in hockey either. This is what I learned. All right. Does that look better? I hope. You're on the cusp of being disinvited again.
Why?
Well, you're making me do a lot of work, is all.
Well, you're like, really, is a trigger here.
And a 5 is
another hill.
Okay, now. I don't have any archers.
No, you don't.
This is
I know.
This is a complicated board.
It really is.
I think I'm going to put this here.
Interesting.
All right, so that's all the terrain. And next up is the weather die, the all-important weather die. So remember, I'll let you roll this because you're first. So you get 2 suns, which is super bad for me. and you got one lightning bolt, which is super bad for you today.
Yeah, it's been a bad week, so we'll see if it's the start of a new week or is it a continuation of the bad.
Oh!
Bright, sunny day. Look at this.
Bright,
Bright,
sunny day. That hurts.
So what happens to you?
So my orcs and goblins, so these guys and these guys are -1 to hit and -1 morale.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about the...
These are fine.
What?
These are fine.
Why?
They are powerful, eldritch beings powered by pure chaos. And your puny sunlight does nothing to them. It merely enrages them and causes them to lust for blood even more. Yep.
This doesn't seem right.
Yep. Only the weak guys are affected by that. Totally unaffected. Totally unaffected. So we ran into this problem. We like that. So in episode whatever it was 3, right? I started the episode saying there is never a tie in Book of War, and the episode literally ended with a tie, with a stalemate.
Well, I think you should put your penalty
There was a big debate about what to do.
All right. So I'm first.
You go to 100 point. Yeah. So set up your units. Granted that I am at an enormous disadvantage. However, that is the trade-off with the orcs and the goblins. They are somewhat cheaper for what they bring to the table because of the possibility of being struck by light weakness.
All right. So my elves, or do I have like any kind of advantage with the sun? Because I'm enjoying
the
it
advantage
so
is that I'm at a disadvantage. That's your advantage. You don't double. No double dipping.
No double dipping. Okay. Yeah, it's worth a shot.
Oh my goodness! You're actually going to hide the elves.
Well, of course I'm going to hide the elves.
All right.
Hiding the elves. Let's see. So those are the halflings. I have to keep going back to how big was 12, right?
Yes. So Isabel's going to set up all of her units first, and then I will respond.
Oh yeah, I have to do within 6 inches.
Correct.
So I have to like figure out what I'm going to do. I can put him this way, right? In the beginning?
Yes. Yeah, you can orient your units any way you want. Fascinating. Crazy.
6 inches. Okay. I've made a mental note of where my elves are hiding.
I'm going to hold you to that. You just keep that ruler on your side, because we both have a ruler.
Okay, very good.
It's fancy now.
So I did look.
So you're going to pile everybody up on this side. Apologize. The wyverns are currently off screen, so I'm putting them under the finger goes. Right there, so they're there.
Wow, we do have a lot of terrain today.
We do.
Actually, on my elbows in this shot.
Is this smart? Yeah, this is smart.
I don't know.
So my goblins move. So the Wolf Riders move 12, is that right?
I think so.
And the Ogres move 9.
Forgetting the range of my weapons is the problem. So the elves are 15 and the slingers are 12, I think.
This guy's on the board.
This is 12, 15, 20.
All right, that is my setup. Nope, wait. My orcs move 9, right? Orcs and chainmail move 9. Okay, so these have the same speed. All right, that is my final answer.
Great.
These guys are too far ahead. So you get to move first. So announce all of your moves.
All right, so the slingers, basically everybody's gonna move full as much as possible. So they move 12.
Do your elves move?
No.
What happens with your horses that are lined up weird?
So they're gonna basically, you know, as soon as they clear, they're gonna, you know, move in a line this way.
Okay. Like between these units?
I don't know yet.
Oh, but you have to declare. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, between
Okay.
these units.
All right.
Yeah.
Great.
Okay. All right. So anyway, my slinger moved 12.
So Stu's saying that my army should just concede. At
Well,
this
yeah.
point, and should just run back to their caves. But yeah, we do not have any abstracted rules.
So
Or
here,
handle
those guys are gonna try to go around. So I have no idea how that's gonna work in terms of.
Yeah, just measure from the outside is okay.
It's from the outside here.
Correct.
So I get to here. That will be 14,
Right.
and then they have to turn. You know, again, so that's like probably another 90-degree angle. So that's like that.
Okay.
That's 19.
Mm-hmm.
So they have.
Now they're blocked by these halflings.
Well, just my base is blocking them, not really. You know what I mean?
Okay. All right. We'll.
I mean,
Okay.
we can-
Let's.
Right now.
It's close. We'll allow it. We'll allow it.
Okay, so they have. So I was at 19. So they have 5 inches
Yeah.
left.
Right.
So they get to about here.
Okay.
Okay. I don't know if you want to put your finger. Yeah. Because I have to move the bases are in the way.
I will say that if in your game the chaotic army does go back to their caves, then you should transition to this other game called Dungeons and Dragons, and you should probably hire some heroes to go delving into the caves after them. Simulation of spelunking.
So these guys, they're gonna try to move as much as they can, you know, basically to here, you know, behind those guys.
Right.
So
It's going to take an inch for the lead guy to turn.
to turn right. So
Yeah.
this is like 17 inches. So obviously they have
Sure.
enough, right?
Great.
So they're gonna be like that.
Not
Oh my
know what's
God.
gonna happen.
Me neither, actually. And these guys, they move 9, I believe. Yes, so they're gonna move 9.
Great.
Like that.
You clearly don't have any attacks.
Clearly, I can't.
Blocked by woods and trees, and you moved full. So I'm going to send these guys forward full. The Wyverns are going to go up to 3 inches altitude, basically just so I can spot your elves, and then land here. So it's pretty obvious. With 36 inches, it's pretty obvious I can do that. And I'm going to take a ruler here and see what's in 18 inches.
Mm-hmm.
So,
All the woods are in 18 inches, huh?
yeah.
So I have to tell you where
You
they
have
are?
to put them on the board, yeah.
Okay. I have to move the tree. Yeah, right here.
Gotcha.
Oh, actually, no, never mind. This guy.
So I said my other guys are more full, so it's 12 inches for the Wolf Riders. And 9 inches for the Ogres. It's half in the rough, so that's 2 inches, and then another 3.5 basically. So here, there's some crappy terrain. And this is 4 inches, and what, 2.5, so they're like here. Ugh. We don't want to be here, but the Wraiths are really scary, so we're going to do what they say. And that's my turn.
Right. So my turn. So these horses are going to try to go up and down the hill and attack your Wolf Riders.
Gotcha.
And then these guys are basically going to try to go around behind them.
Okay.
These guys are going to try to get to the top of the hill.
Yep.
And my elves, I wanted to try to move them to the top of this hill here. I'm not sure if I can now with your rules in the way.
So
if I do this,
you can left face. That takes half your move.
so that has my move, and then what is my move? 12. I'm gonna be like totally exposed to your thing now. Can you attack me in the woods with
Yes.
your
Yes.
wraith?
Yes.
Okay.
Weirdly, I just read that in the Games Workshop Lord of the Rings game you can't, but here in Book of War you can.
Okay.
There's fighting in the woods.
So yeah, I'm gonna try to get to the top of the hill, and then inshallah we'll see what happens.
Great.
And then these guys. So in the woods it's half.
Yep.
They're gonna go through the woods, right? Okay, so the horses. So it costs them 4.
4.
So 4, 8.
Yes.
So 4, 8. So let's see, 4, 8 plus 4. So that's 12 inches.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
To go to the top of that hill.
You should measure from the outside.
Okay. So 6 inches.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So what did I say? 4.
Total of 14.
14.
Yeah.
So then I have 10 inches left. So clearly I can reach them.
Yep. Yep.
Right.
Unfortunately, yep.
So those guys do that. See, the base is a little bit big is the problem.
Yeah, I thought it would be easier to.
I know. It's just yeah. Well, we have a lot of terrain is the problem. Okay.
That's unfortunate.
So, and then these
They're
guys.
like horse. They're super fast. They're incredibly fast. That's what
So-
they're for.
Do you think they fit here, so they don't have to go through the top of the hill?
Sure. Actually,
If they're one
yeah,
by one?
I agree. Yeah.
So that's only 4
I agree.
to go. So they're gonna try to actually
Crazy.
go around. Either
Okay.
Well,
you pointed this way before.
This
again,
way.
so I'm going to hold
so
you
yeah,
back.
you had to hold me to that.
Yeah.
I get it. So that's 4 inches.
Yeah.
That is 5 inches. So that's 9.
Mhm.
So 9, 18.
Yeah.
Well, let's see, about
But here's 18.
18.
Yep.
And then it costs them 1 to turn around.
In your current configuration, yeah. So you're
So 19.
19.
So, okay, so I'm going to put the first guy here.
Mm-hmm. That's fine.
So that's
9.
18.
Yep, 18.
18?
Yeah.
Well, he probably has to be an inch here to be able to turn around.
20.
Oh, but I'm in the rough.
Good point. Thank you. Good point.
Oh, shit.
That was
right.
Right. You confused me.
Yeah. So, wait, I gotta do that again.
Right. The fact that you hit it, the fact that this base is hiding is what confused me.
Okay,
Actually.
so this was 6 inches, plus 4 is 10.
Right.
So 10 is here.
Agreed.
That's 16 to here.
Right.
Oops. Yeah. And then to go out is another 6 actually, which is 12.
Quadrupled for horses.
Quadruple for horses.
Yeah.
Ah.
So 16 to here.
16 to here, so I have 8 left.
8, and you can only go 2 inches into the rough.
2 inches into the rough, so 1, 2, put 2 inches.
There you go, right there.
Yep, put your finger there. So I'm here.
Fascinating.
So then it's going to be like a clusterfuck of horses. Oops.
A clever attempt.
Okay.
Fascinating.
Okay, so these guys move 12, and it costs me 2 inches to go up the hill, up each. So that's 4.
Yep.
So I can move right to the edge here.
Yeah, I think you can only get the lead row up on the top, right?
Oh, come on.
Yep, you can only get the lead row up at the top.
Lead rows on the top. If you're gonna be like
I
that.
am gonna hold you to that.
We're
going a little loosey goosey with some of this other stuff, so I'm gonna not completely grant you everything.
Okay, that's fine.
On this turn.
Okay, and then these guys move 9, so this is also going to be complicated. So it's 6 inches, and it's a fourth in the wood.
No, it's half.
It's also half. So I have 3 inches, so it's going to be an inch and a half in the woods.
Yeah.
Okay, do you want to put your... Okay. So let's see how many I'm going to make fall. None for this. I'm going to get rid of the trees.
What?
I know. Okay, so do my slingers have any kind of attack?
You haven't moved your elves.
Oh, right. Thank you. The elves. So I'm going to take them off this too. So they're going to go this way.
Right.
They're probably all going to die. So that's half.
Good. Yeah. So I have 6 inches left.
So I have 6 inches left.
Yeah.
So that's 2 and 2. So that they can only. So well, actually.
Yeah, I bet they're gonna go 4 inches.
Yeah.
Right
so there. Yeah. So 3. No, that's 4 inches. They're gonna go right here.
There you go.
Okay.
Easy. One of our more complicated maneuvering games already.
It's way more terrain than usual. All right. So my horses can clearly attack.
Yep.
And my slingers, can they attack you? They can't, right? Because
No,
they
because
move
you did
full.
full move. Yeah.
Okay. So my horses are gonna attack. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Correct.
And
You are in the open.
I'm in the open, so I get 2 attacks. And your Wolf Riders are armor 4?
I believe they're. Yeah, they are. They're armor 4, unfortunately.
So get
They're health 2. How about that roll? Oh!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits.
Okay. Well, that's about what you'd expect. So I lose 2, and I have another hit. So there's 1, 2 losses. And 1. It's my turn. Okay.
No, you have to
Oh,
do
right.
a
Yep,
morale check. Excuse
Okay.
me. Oh, -1 to morale check, remember?
That is correct. That is correct. And another
So
-1
we're
because
just
they're
all hoping
chaotic
that they
too.
will. Huh?
Because there's another -1 because they're chaotic. So buying the cheap bad guy units. This is
Maybe
1,
they
2,
will just all
5,
go
6. So
away.
6 divided by 2 is 3, plus 2 for their health, but -1 because they're chaotic, and -1 because of light in this horrible game. So I'm adding 3, and that means the dice need to come up 6. Don't lose that. 7. Stay in the game. See? Stay in the game. Ugh, we don't like this light, but
We fight for you, boss.
The Wyverns are worse. Did you see what the Wyvern did to Bob yesterday? It was really bad. I didn't see it, but I heard about it. It's super bad. Okay, so on my turn. Okay, so I don't have too much choice here. So these wolves are going to turn and fight these horses, and they're going to wrap around to get as many guys in contact as possible.
Where are they going to wrap? There's nowhere to wrap.
What do you mean? Like here and here? You'll see. You'll see. It'll work out.
It'll work out.
It'll work
out.
out.
Yeah. You
Don't worry
got
about
to
it.
push the terrain around a little
Don't worry about look at what you did here. If you look at what you did here, you're going to tell me there's not enough space. There's all this space.
It's true.
Now my ogres are going to charge at these horses. They're going to block them. They're going to box them in and fight them on the rough. And then if I have enough space, my orcs are going to diagonalize and try to go up the hills at your halflings because they look delicious. They look delicious.
What's your bird doing?
Yeah, the wyvern's going to fly over. I think this is fine. The wyvern's going to fly over this hill and attack these elves right here. And that's, we can obviously do that. There's no question about that.
You know, you made me measure everything last time. I should make you measure just a Well, of course, you're within 36
Yeah,
inches.
that's fine. That's what I want to do. Here.
See, you're moving terrain.
Well,
I knew you would do that.
Okay, so these guys can turn like this, and then the rules say so that costs half a move technically, and the rules say as long as I have half a move, I can pull one figure around on each side. Well, here's one figure on this side, and here's one figure on this side.
I see what you're gonna do.
So the ogres can move 4.5 inches in the rough.
Measure from the
I
outside.
am measuring from the outside.
You don't quite make it.
Okay, but the other two do, right? Clearly the other two do. So so obviously this happens.
One's in contact, not two.
Well, that guy's clearly in contact.
Just measure.
4.5
fine.
inches, right. Great. Box him right in there. And I agree that this guy can't make it. And now I have a problem with being boxed in by my own units.
I know.
In the rough. So I said that I was going to pivot and try to go diagonal here, and I have to go around the outside. I have to pivot around the outside corner so I can do this, if you're going.
Yeah, well, how much is that costing you in the rough?
About 4 inches. And that's all I have.
Got it.
That's it.
Okay.
So that's it. I only have 4 units on the board. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. Okay. So my fighting is as follows. I'm going to roll for these Goblin Wolf Riders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have 6 figures. I'm going to roll 12 dice. And I need 4s because you're a light horse.
You have -1 to
yeah.
hit me, so you need to
I
roll
need 5s.
5s.
You're right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, come on. I can do this. We can do this. We can fight through the pain. I need 5s because of the sunlight.
1.
1 hit.
So I only have 1 health, right?
No, you have 2.
I have 2, okay.
Yeah. Here's my other 6 attacks. Okay, so a whole lot of 5s. A whole lot of 5s and 6s.
Just 1 more. So 1 is dead.
All right, now the ogres are not affected by the light.
And
they're health 4, so they're +1 to hit. So I only need 3s.
Even though you're chaotic?
Yep, that's a morale thing. But I only get 1 attack each.
Okay.
So here's 2 dice, and I need 3s to hit. Mm-hmm.
He's dead.
The rules say you're supposed to remove one from the back.
Even though I'm in the line like that?
Presumably they move up into the death spot.
Okay.
Yeah. And now the
I
wyverns.
should do this so that.
Thank you. And now the Wyvern Riders are attacking those elves, and I'm going to get 2 dice, and their health 6, so it's +2 to hit. And your armor is 4, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Elf archers. Yeah, 4.
So I need 2s. So I need 2s on these, and every one that comes up good is 2 hits, is 2 kills. Because of poison and energy drain and biting and general maliciousness. So
Great.
2s, just to kill 1s. Great. So 4 elf figures are gone.
Yeah, no, I need
4 elf figures are picked up and
I should
thrown into
have
the
moved
pond.
them right away and like made him shoot something right away.
Do you not know death when you see it?
Well, I do now.
Your life is delicious.
Okay. All right, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Value is 4
Yeah.
plus 1 because I'm good.
No. The men are neutral mercenaries.
Ow.
Yeah.
What is my
Your health is 2.
my health is just
Yeah.
+2,
Correct.
so 6.
Yeah.
So I need to roll a 3.
Yeah.
Which sometimes I don't make it. I rolled a 4. Right. Same with these guys.
I agree, yeah.
So I need to roll a 3.
Come on.
7. The elves, they're in trouble, so
Yeah.
no bonus for anybody standing.
Yeah.
And what is their health?
1.
Just 1?
Yeah.
That's all? That's it?
+1 because they're lawful. They are lawful.
So it's going to be +2?
Mhm.
So I need to roll a 7.
Right. Ah, crap.
9. Alright, so that guy is still in the game. That's in the game, that's in the game. Alright. So, okay. What can I do to move these guys? Can they go side by side, or is that?
Yeah,
okay.
you can say. Remember, it takes a whole turn to reform the unit, so you can announce, "I'm reforming the unit," and they can all just clamber in here, basically.
But can they attack you at
Sure.
that point?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, so I'm reforming that unit so that they're basically doing a line.
That's
so
a lot.
these guys are gonna move, just to the edge of the hill here, so that those guys can go up.
Great.
These guys are gonna move full to however far they can go.
Great.
So if the elf turns around,
Mhm.
do I lose my attack?
Turning around, so an about face, it costs half your movement.
So, but I only have 1 attack for the elf archers.
You talking about in melee or archery?
Archery.
Actually, you have 2.
I have 2. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So he's gonna turn around and shoot you.
I mean, you should confirm that. Am I right?
Well, I don't know. That's what I'm
Sure,
trying
it's
to
under
figure
rate.
out.
Under rate.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Archer rate. Yeah, 2. Okay. All right. Got it. Okay. So that's what's happening. So he's turning around. We're about to die. I think. Or at least be a little mean. So they have 4.5
Mhm. Yeah.
to go to. So they make it to the edge of the woods. We agree.
Sure.
Sure. This is like the messiest. All right. There. Kind of like this. All right.
Huge mob of medium infantry.
Yeah, exactly. So these guys move to the edge here. This. So these guys move. You can probably just fit. Can you fit this one?
Let's say,
Okay.
We agree they're fighting in the rough.
They're fighting in the rough, I know, so they only have one attack, right?
Correct.
Yeah. No, I got it.
Good.
Good. Okay, so obviously these guys are gonna keep attacking the Wolf Riders. These guys are attacking your Ogres. Elves is shooting this guy, and these guys are gonna shoot these guys.
Okay. And that's allowed because they're up on top of the hill.
They're up on top of the hill.
All right.
Yeah. So, and they've moved, so they are losing half their attacks.
Yeah.
Let's do the elf first, because I wanna at least hurt that thing just a little bit. So
Right.
your armor is 6.
Correct.
So I only have one roll at this point,
Yep.
and I basically need to roll a 6.
Right.
And that's it.
That's it.
You have how many health?
6.
6.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Right.
Come on.
Bring it.
Bring it.
Don't. Good.
1. The anti-6.
I feel like it was wasted. I feel like the 1 was wasted.
Okay, so my horse, I have
Oh,
4
just-
horses.
That's a messy.
So I have, so what did I say? I need a 4 because you're, you have a -1, right? For the Wolf Riders.
It doesn't affect you attacking me. So you still need a 4.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, but there are 4 armors, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright,
Right.
so I need 4s. Ooh, 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. So 2 go down.
1.
2 go down, just 2
Yeah.
go down. These guys, I have 4. So I've lost my bonus because I'm in the rough. What's your armor for those guys? 5?
The ogres?
The ogres, yeah.
Yeah, they're 5.
They're 5, okay. I need good dice, yeah. Okay.
1, 5. Alright, I will mark that and you scored 3
1,
more.
2, 3, 4, 5. And what's your... Oh, I have to see
Right.
if I'm... Because my range is actually not that great.
The range is only 12.
12. I'm pretty sure I'm within 12.
You're within 12.
Oops, but that's long range. So, I need a 5 then? What are you?
I'm armor 5.
So I need 6?
Normally, yes, but with any other type of archer, you would need 6. But the halflings have special eyesight abilities, so they always get +1 on all of their ranged attacks.
Oh, okay.
Which brings it back to 5.
So I'm back to 5. Yeah, but it's still...
Because as we know, hobbits are incredibly keen-sighted and incredibly good with ranged weaponry.
I thought they just had big feet.
Be it bow, no, they have many qualities.
Having big feet is a quality?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't
Yes,
know
it
that.
is. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Sure.
really?
It's very stable.
That's a very good point.
Yeah.
Just 1 hit.
Great.
So, do your morale check with a -1.
Correct. Okay, so here with the Goblin Wolf Riders, 4 divided by 2 is 2, plus 2 for their health. -1 because they're chaotic, -1 because of the sunlight, I'm adding 2. So I do need 7.
Mm-hmm.
I can do this.
Oh, 6!
I did not do this.
You did not do this.
And the Wolf Riders break.
Oh, that is nice.
No more sun! Back to the hole.
Oops, oh my god, what a mess.
Yes, okay, so hopefully that's the only one I lose. Okay, well, this is automatic.
Is it?
Yeah, it's like
1, 2,
15 divided by 1.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
13.
13.
Okay, so it's 13 divided by 1 is 13.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Minus 2 is only plus 11.
Yeah.
I'll roll it. So 6 plus 11 is 17, which meets the 9 required to maintain morale. So I think I'm okay.
You don't have to be so sassy about it.
You know.
You're a little sassy about it.
Okay, and it's my turn, right?
Mm.
That wasn't so bad. This is really cruddy that my formation's blocked like this.
Mm.
Will you let me will you let me go past this angle?
I don't know. You're hitting the base here. I don't know how bitchy I want to be about this.
How bitchy do you want to be?
Well, I don't know. Would you give that to me when you made me leave my back units?
Hmm? See this,
viewers?
Is
so
that,
I've lost.
is that,
I
is that
lost.
blocked?
I lost. Yeah, you blocked.
Yeah, I'd totally say the same thing. Which is awful. So I'm going to...
I would have given it to you if you had maybe go up the hill the first time.
Understood.
So, yeah.
Understood. So
just remember that next time.
So I'm gonna have to spend the whole turn reforming.
I know.
So I'll reform into a smaller line so I can get through here. And the only other question is what do the Wraiths do? I'm going to have them. I'm going to have the Wraiths. This is not great, and it's not the best. It's not the thing I would most want in the world, but. Actually, I don't like that at all. I'm going to have the Wraiths fly up and turn around here.
Okay.
Here. Do we agree that's within 36 inches?
I think you might have to do the measurement.
Okay.
I didn't think of that.
And now remember that I can only turn 45 degrees every 3 inches.
Mm-hmm.
So I go up 2 inches or so, and this is 10 inches.
Mm-hmm.
And I turn 45, and this is, so I'm at 10, 12, that's it, right, 10, 12, 18,
Mm-hmm.
45, 21, 45,
Mm-hmm. Plus the up and down.
and down to, so 27.
Okay.
Great.
You barely made it.
Thank you for practicing the aerial movement with me. So the rule is once you're in the air.
What kind of weapons do you have? Like with
these guys? Okay, you have the terrible claws of the wyvern. They have a poisonous tail spike that immediately injects instant death into whoever it touches.
So, but you have to be in contact, or do you have you don't
Right,
have range?
that's what you're at. Yeah, it's
okay.
all melee. I thought you wanted more detail than that.
No.
All right, so the ogres stay there, and then these guys reform as stated into a block of like 5 or so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Us good.
Okay.
Great, and my ogres attack. Ogres attack. So I get 3 dice,
Mm-hmm.
and I need
4s.
2s.
Why 2s?
They need 3s because they're big and their health is 4, so I get +1 to hit.
Well, so much for rolling for sunshine.
Well, the Goblin Wolf Riders rolled on because of that. What did I need? I needed a 7, right? What did I roll?
6.
6. If they hadn't been for the sunlight, they'd still be here.
It's true.
Right?
It's true.
So anyway, three attacks on these horses, and I need 3s to hit. The burly ogres. All hits. All hits.
So 3 of them.
No, just 1. They have 2 health each.
Oh, right. So no one's talking in the chat. I wonder, is it still going, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Just want to make sure.
Yeah. Stream's still going. Good to check.
Just checking.
You guys are still here, right?
Still here, right? Still here. Okay, so
Good check.
3 divided by 1 is 3 plus 2.
Correct.
So plus 5.
Mm-hmm.
Then I need to roll 4.
Yeah.
6. Barely make it, but I make it. Okay, so
Thanks, William. Seems like a pretty fairly even fight, even though it's in the sunlight. Or maybe I'm just really good.
That must be it.
Yeah, that's probably
Yeah,
it.
that's probably just what it is.
River's not in the scene anymore.
All right. These horses
Right.
are basically gonna make an arc like this and try to get in contact with you.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
These guys are gonna get out of the woods.
Okay.
Full.
Okay.
These guys don't move. We're gonna keep shooting at him.
Yep.
And then the elf. What the fuck is my range? So let's see.
I think it's 15.
I think it's 15 too. I keep forgetting. And I committed it to memory, which is amazing. It's 15, so I think it's too far. And if I move half. Well, he's going to move half. So he's going to move half, like, somewhere around here.
Okay.
And shoot at those guys as well.
Okay.
Okay. So these horses, so they're gonna pivot 90.
Yeah.
Right. So I don't know if you want to measure what that's.
Yeah. So if you do the
Yeah.
math, it's 4 inches per 90 degrees.
Okay.
So turn 90 degrees costs 4.
Okay.
Turn 180 costs 8.
Okay. So obviously he's gonna be in
Yes.
contact.
I agree.
So because they have 24.
I agree.
So, and because of this whole, like, I've used less than half my move, can I wrap or something?
You can just fold in. So the wrapping is when you have multiple lines
Gotcha.
and you bring people from a back line around.
All right. So these guys are getting out of the woods, and their move is 9. So, but I think I need to go diagonally to avoid that. So I'm gonna be like basically. Put your finger right there.
Yeah. So I'm going to hold you to the same thing we did over here. You're going to have to hold this point in space fixed, and you're going to have to rotate around this point.
Okay. So what do you mean?
So if you get blocked by one of these guys, you're going to get stuck.
I see. Like that? Is that what you're talking about?
Yes.
So I'm here. So I will be blocked by my
Correct.
guys, unless
Yes.
I kill you.
Fine.
Okay, so
Fine.
the elf is gonna move half.
Yeah.
So that's 6.
Right.
So he's gonna move here.
Right.
Oh, but oh no, shit, that was a bad move because now he's behind. Can't see.
Good.
All right, that's all right.
Good. Perfect.
That's all right. All right. So let's do the horse attacks on the ogres. So they don't have their advantage, their horse advantage, but I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Now one of them is attacking from the rear, so you should roll this guy separately, because he'll be +1 to hit.
Well, are they all attacking from the rear or the rear here?
Nope.
Well, are these all behind you?
No. So clearly this guy's on the side. Agreed.
Yeah, but these two are in the back.
All right. Okay. I'll give you 2.
So 2 in the back.
Yeah.
And what did I say I have? 7?
So 2 in the back and then another
5
5 on
in
top
the
of that.
front.
Yeah.
So 2 in the back, so I needed a 5. Is that what you are?
Right.
So I
So-
need a 4.
Correct. I agree.
1
so
hit.
Total of 2 hits.
How many?
4.
And then these guys, I need 5s.
How many did you roll in there?
5.
Yeah. Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right?
Yeah.
And I have 3 hits.
So 1 goes down, and then there's another hit left over.
Okay.
Take this guy out.
Good. The slingers, now they all have their, so they're shooting twice. So I have the these.
No, their rate's only 1.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay,
Yeah.
so fine.
Slings have a rate of 1.
Okay.
We can confirm that. Yep, the rate is 1.
Okay. Alright, fine, that's fine. So I'm gonna roll this twice and I'm shooting at those guys.
Yeah.
And what did we say?
You're long range, so normally that would be 6, but
No,
because
it's
they're
5.
halflings, it's 5, yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna roll this twice, okay?
Yeah.
This thing is totally
Yeah, I totally put it in a terrible place for you.
No. Okay, 2 hits
1, 2,
and 1 more hit.
3. All right.
And then we agree my elf can't shoot.
I do agree with that, yeah. Well, actually, okay, so the rule is you can shoot over somebody like that, but it's at -1 to hit.
So we need a 6.
It's impossible because it's long range.
Okay.
Yep. So in other words, you need a 7.
No, I got it.
Okay, so morale check for my orcs is 8, 9, 10 divided by 3 is 3.
Oh, this is getting better.
+1 for their health. -2, -1 because they're chaotic. -1 because of the light, so I'm lighting 2. I need to roll 7.
You should roll a 7.
Okay, otherwise the whole orc blob goes
Getting
away.
better. Oh, this is nice.
Rubbing it in a little bit. So the orcs break in the sunlight.
They're breaking the sunlight. They don't like it.
Oh no. We can't see what's shooting at us. This sucks. Go away. Now the ogres, okay, 2 divided by 1 is 2, +4 for their health. -1 because they're chaotic, so I'm adding 5.
-1. Oh,
No,
sunlight.
too powerful, yes.
Right.
Big, thick corneas. Little gets through. So the dice need to be 4.
Okay,
12. Okay,
that's
see,
good,
that
that's
would
good.
have been nice for this other bunch. And I've lost everybody who's light sensitive.
So yeah, so that's something, I guess.
And that's how that works. All right, so I only have 2 units left. I got the ogres and I got the wyverns. So the wyverns are I have very little choice here. The wyverns are going to attack your halflings from behind.
What?
And that's it.
At least I'll be able to roll the dice better.
So
Is
they're
that
on.
gonna stay in?
Yeah. Close enough. All right, and okay, so these 2 figures are presumably in contact, right? These guys.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you weren't attacking in the first place. Okay, so my ogres attack this unit here.
Okay.
Try to knock that off. So I'm going to get. So I'm going to get 2 attacks at +1 to hit. So I need 3s against this unit. Ah!
1 hit. But you kill 1.
Good. Still, I think I didn't need that to be. And here come the wyverns. So I get 2 attacks. I need 2s. They're from behind, so I need 1s. I need 1s.
So is that automatic?
That's automatic, and 4 of these figures go down.
Does it matter what I take?
Yeah. The rules say you're supposed to take them from the back rank, actually.
Okay, so I'll take them from the back one.
I assume there was some reason why I said that. Probably.
Okay. All right, morale check for the horses.
Just lose any of these, please. Lose any or all of these. Make it a fair fight.
2 divided by 1 is 2.
Yeah.
+1 for their health. 2 for their health.
Yeah.
So +4.
Yeah.
So I need a 5.
Yeah.
Make it. And then these guys, what do I have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Divided by 4, just 1.
Yep.
+1 for their health.
Yep.
2.
+1 because they're lawful.
+1 is on
Yeah.
3.
We all know hobbits are very brave. Stupidly brave.
Stupidly brave with big feet. So I need to roll a 6.
Correct.
Oh!
Good.
Oh no!
Good. Broke them. Good. That's what we needed.
They are gone.
The halflings are gone again. I broke them again. Good. All right. It's a game.
All right.
Probably going to use the earlier one because it's more stuff. Good job, guys.
What are the rules for this horse unit to just go behind you completely? Is that possible?
No. So let's discuss. You can't when you're in contact like that. You can't side scrape.
Right.
You could about face the entire unit. You could about face the entire unit and then run away. And then.
But what if this guy goes like this and so
that's sideways scraping, and that is totally disallowed. Once you're in contact, so once you're in contact, your only option is turn around. That's it.
Okay.
You cannot move once you're in contact with the figure. I'm glad we finally clarified that. Feel like I put some pressure on you? Isabelle has a hard choice coming up.
Maybe just 15. All right. The elf is going to turn around and go to the top of the hill.
Interesting.
And then these guys are gonna basically pivot around, and they probably won't make it very far because they only move 9 inches.
Now again, they're blocked here, right?
They're blocked here, so you're gonna make me pay for.
I am. Yes, I am.
For this, aren't you?
Right. Yeah. You're going to have to spend a turn reforming.
Okay, so I'm spending a turn reforming, and then the horses are attacking your ogres. Okay, so so he turns around.
Yeah.
So that's half his move, and then he's got 6 left.
Right.
So he actually just make it to here. Okay. So how do I reform? I put him behind?
Any way you want. So you can just take all these guys and just reform them in any number of rows and columns.
But the first row has to stay where it is.
I think the idea is that this. I think the technical rule is the center of mass stays where it is.
All right, I'm gonna put him here, even though he's not. He's on the top.
You're right. The center front stays fixed. Is what the rule says. The center.
So
front
I can take these guys and just go. 1, 2. Let's see. 3, 4 in here. I'm gonna clear. Okay.
Great.
All right. Horse attack. So 2 in the back.
Yep.
That needs 4.
Yeah.
1 hit.
Okay, so that's total 2.
And then 5.
We only have 4 now.
Oh yeah, right. 4 that needs 5.
Yes.
Haha! 1 dead.
Oh man, you're
2
right.
hits.
Okay.
So do your...
1 divided by 1 is 1, plus 4 is 5, down 1 because we're chaotic. So I'm adding 4.
Roll 5.
6.
Just made
Still
it.
in the game.
So
Ogres
lucky.
are too dumb to lose. We're too dumb to run. Okay, so he is fighting, and the only question is, where do the Wyverns strike?
You might be able to like kill every single one of my guys with just this one unit.
I like the way you think. always think positive. I like that. Do not like this situation. Okay, the Wyverns are going to fly up and they're going to attack. Damn it. Okay. They're going to... Boy, I don't like this at all. They're going to attack these horses in the rear. And these ogres are going to turn around so they can attack this other unit. So, I think this is an okay move. I'm not super happy about your... Great. So the Wyverns automatically wipe that unit out, attacking from the rear.
I know. I get it. I know that.
And the ogres need a 3. There's a hit on these guys.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you for your support. And it is your turn.
Okay. So Ubs. These guys are gonna about face.
Right face.
Right face,
Yeah.
and charge you.
Great.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and then these guys, surround you. Oh, I should declare my elf.
Yeah.
And my elf is going to turn around.
Great.
And shoot you.
Great.
Okay.
Interesting.
So, that's a lot of guys to turn around.
You can thank William for that.
I do. I totally thank him for that. He's in my thoughts. Totally. Oh my Lord, I am so clumsy. Okay. Right?
Yep.
And then they charge him.
Great. So the right face takes half your move. Just to be clear. This takes a little more.
So then, how many can I wrap?
None.
Why not?
Because you moved. Because you've used up more than half your movement. I mean, you can bring this column down. I'll let you do that.
So
But
3 are in contact?
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So the rule is if you have at least half your movement left, you can bring one guy around on each side.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay, so the elf, I think he's going to be in long range.
Yeah.
Well, he's like 8.
Yeah.
Right, so I don't think you can hit.
Correct. So you can hit on a 7.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for reminding me of that. That's really nice. So these guys, I have 4 guys, and I need a 5 to hit you, right?
Correct. Yeah.
1 hit.
That is the first hit on that figure.
And then, so 3 of my humans attack you, and I need 6?
Correct.
You can totally do this. 3 6. Not too much to ask.
I don't see any 6s. No 6s. Okay. So the wyverns fly up, do their circle, and hit these horses in the rear.
Yep.
Which we previously measured, so on the prior time we debated whether that can happen, and we determined that it could. A little bit of geometry, and kapow in the rear.
Okay.
So the ogres need 3. There's a hit.
So 1 goes
One of
down.
these guys goes down. What was that? And because they're attacking in the rear, another 2 figures automatically go down.
So even though my health is 2, it's still 2 figures. Even it doesn't matter how much the health.
I'm doing 4 damage.
Got it.
I have 2 attacks that do 2 damage each for a total of 4.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm
Go ahead.
locked at
Yeah,
2.
no, go ahead. You're so looking forward to that.
A devastating blow.
No, that's what I'm saying. I think
Right.
with your flying power,
Yeah.
you're gonna totally wipe me out. I know I'm gonna lose. I know.
Would you like to
lose.
concede?
I'm not gonna concede, but I know I'm gonna
Okay.
lose.
Right.
Okay. Anyway, so 1 divided by 3 obviously is nothing.
Right.
Plus 2 for my health.
Yeah.
So I need to roll a 7.
Right.
11. Okay.
Still have horses in the game.
So, is your guy out of the rough?
Some of the base is, yes.
Okay.
Right. So if you can touch the base outside the rough,
Okay.
then maybe that's probably what you're looking for.
So yeah. So the horse
Mm-hmm.
is going. So if I about face, it's half my move.
Correct.
It's 12. 12. 2. If I turn 9 degrees, it's 1 at 9.
Correct.
So it's 3. Yeah, I can make it. So.
Declare your other moves, please.
Yeah, sorry. And these guys are gonna charge your ogres. So the horse is gonna turn around and try to make it to here, right? So if the elf moves at all, how I can shoot once?
Yeah.
Okay. He's going. This is big enough. Am I gonna?
I agree. Yeah.
So he's gonna do half his move.
It's pretty big.
It's pretty big, right? So so basically the horse is gonna try to be like somewhere around here, and he's gonna try to move half to get within short range.
Great.
And then these guys are gonna charge the ogre.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So anyway, so that's 12.
This obviously works.
So
I agree.
somewhere around here.
It's a good
right?
move.
So let's get rid of this base if you don't mind.
Yeah.
I'll hold these guys.
Good call.
Okay. And then these guys are gonna charge. Oh, I should measure to see if it's
Right. He's got to be within 4.5.
Yeah. No, to see if I can wrap you in a.
Good. So this is actually more than half, right? 6. Yeah.
Well, am I measuring to here? To
From
this
the
corner?
outside.
Okay.
So from the outside there to get those guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I can't wrap anything?
Unfortunately not.
Okay. And then he's gonna move. So his move is 12, so he's gonna move 6 inches.
He has to turn around.
Oh, you're right.
Right.
So that's
Or-
costed. Well, he was like that. So that's 9 degrees, or
Correct. You gotta keep one front corner stable. So that right there cost you 1 inch.
okay. So then I have 5 inches.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go here.
That's fair.
Okay.
That's fair.
All right.
Hey everybody, so apparently we have a bunch of viewers that just joined us.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's great. Welcome, ready. So we
I'm
are.
trying to kill Dan.
Just off screen, there's a lot of figures that have been killed.
This is a
And
big,
we are down to the last.
yeah, big cemetery here.
My mighty wyverns are my last unit.
Right.
Against your
Well, no, you have
hapless. Oh yeah. Plus, I have one figure of ogres and one wyvern against your hapless
he
humans.
might still actually win.
I hope so.
You know, I'm trying my best
best
to kill Dan. You know, I'm glad you're on my side. Okay. So the horse now is back in the open, so I've got 2 dice.
Correct.
So I still need a 6.
Yes. Because my armor is 6.
Let's do the horse.
It's like those wyverns have like plate armor for skin. No hits.
So the elf is clearly in short range.
I agree.
Okay. So he also needs a 6.
Yep.
Come on!
No hits. The wyverns have taken no hits.
And then my 3 guys in the front are going to attack your ogre.
Yeah.
Am I in the back at all?
Yep, 2 of them are.
Okay, so 2 are in the back, so 2 are going to need 4.
Yeah.
1 hit. And 1 is going to need a 5.
A little salty here on Book of War.
Also, I swear a lot. So
We both
if you're offended by that, this might not be the right show for you.
So my ogres are going to turn around and be like, me gonna
What's this?
us gonna chop through these 120 men. This looks good matchup us. And my wyverns are. Oh man.
Yeah, I mean the fact that you can
4 guys.
kill 2 units automatically is like, I am.
Or 4 if they're normal men.
Yeah, I'm just not. I think I'm gonna lose. I Yeah. I think it should be more expensive. Huh?
They're already more expensive.
Should be even more expensive.
Yeah, and if you're just joining us, we're playing an old school D&D, classic D&D inspired war game here called Book of War. Jeez.
Don't jeez me. You could like attack anything and like be done with me and chop
Okay, all
2
right.
3 times.
Okay, so to optimize my damage, so I kind of want to kill him. I kind of want to kill him, but I would be wasting damage. So I'm going to fly into the rear of your medium infantry and kill 4 guys there.
Fine.
And pretty obviously, we know this will work. Just,
I like the sound effects every time.
He'll fly
Were
by.
you gonna put a fucking GoPro on his head too? So like I have a
That would be awesome, right?
Of my
Wouldn't
guys
that be
going
great?
no.
These guys turn around. So my ogres need a 4.
4.
They don't get it, but the wyverns wipe out 4 figures, which represent 40 actual men.
Okay.
Because it's a 1 to 10 scale, Isabelle. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Every
I'm
figure
pretty
represents
sure
10.
the fact that you tell me that every single time we play is just starting to like dawn on me.
Awesome.
Yeah, I know.
Good. Like what?
What do I have left? 3, 6, 9, 12. 12 divided by 4 is 3. And what do I get? Like another bonus for the health?
Correct.
4?
Yeah.
So I need to roll a 5?
Yes.
If I don't roll a 5, so help me God. 7. Alright, so they are in the game. Oh, sorry. Sorry.
What was that? I love it. I love it when we make up a new swear word. We're so surprised.
I'm so sorry.
There's a callback to our holiday games where we're using confetti for blood, and I agree. There would be the board would be covered with it. Yeah.
It was covered with it at Christmas time. I'm not Christmas. Was it New Year's Eve? You were doing that?
We did it both. We did
You
both
did both,
Christmas
yeah.
and New Year's. Yeah.
All right.
And then we regretted it.
Yeah, well, somebody has to clean up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, did I ever tell you my confetti cannon story?
You did.
Yeah.
But I don't think you told them.
If I win, I'll tell you the story. How about that? So I'm gonna wrap. So who can I wrap? Why am I so confused about this wrapping thing?
So the issue is pulling figures from a back rank. Right?
Yes.
So kind of changing your formation. If you move up to half, you can pull 1 around per side. If you don't move otherwise at all, you can pull 3 around on each side.
Okay, so I'm pulling 3 around on each side.
At the ogre.
At the ogre.
Okay, great.
Oh, sorry, and I should declare my moves before I do anything
correct.
else. So the horse is going to charge him.
Great.
He's going to turn around and try to shoot him again.
Great.
Who should we charge him? It doesn't matter.
I kind of agree.
Yeah, because I don't get any bonus for pulling out my little dagger and stabbing him in the...
From the rear, actually, you only get, like, melee attacks get +1 to hit from the rear. So if you could finagle it to contact the rear, you get +1 to hit.
Could my horse make it? The elf is not going to make it because he only moves 12. But the horse might make it. I'm going to try to do that. The horse is going to try to go around behind him.
All right. Seems sketchy.
Sketchy?
Seems sketchy.
You just told me
Seems
I could
puzzling.
do it.
Seems puzzling and troubling. You can try. I don't know if it'll work.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
you
let's
can
try it.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so if I pivot 90 this way,
From the front, got to pivot around a front corner.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
So 1 inch.
Yeah. I'm gonna watch this very carefully.
So 1 inch
Yeah.
plus 7.
Mm-hmm.
So if I turn like this, is there?
Yeah, it costs you now. You're at 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's 2. That's 9.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Just very careful. Did you pivot? You're at
Yes.
10.
10.
Yep. No.
12.
Yeah.
And then I pivot again.
13.
Yeah. And then I'm right here. I'm behind you. And then he.
Well, you're
turns
pretty close.
This way. All right. You're gonna give me that. He's got
It's
6
good,
inches
it's
to
good,
do it.
yeah.
So I think
It's good.
it's okay. So 3 guys on each side.
Correct. That's the rule.
1, 2.
Yep.
Do I go in the rear?
You can.
3. 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
What about these guys that just stay
Let's
in the line like a
fold
bunch
them
of
in so it's nice.
like a bunch of dodos? There's like 2 guys in the rear.
Yeah.
So then I need 4.
Correct.
Alright, so let's do the rear guys first. 1 hit.
We still think we're gonna win.
Great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys. What do I have? 7 right
Great.
here. I got
Great.
7
Perfect.
and I need 5.
Yep. No 5.
Just 1
Don't
5.
roll no 5.
Just give me
No
1 5
5.
and
Whammy.
no 5!
Oh, no 5s!
Are you fucking kidding me here? Okay. The horse now needs a 5
Right.
to hit.
Yeah.
I've got 2 attacks.
Yeah. There's still no hits on the Wyvern.
Still no hits.
Still no hits.
The elf
Yeah.
is going to shoot. He needs a 6. Come on! Here's
Oh,
a
missed it
goddamn
by
5.
1. Yeah.
Yeah. Great.
Okay, so the ogres are gonna complete the massacre of your men, and the wyvern's gonna wrap around and kill these guys. It's gonna
What?
fly up and kill these guys from the backside of these guys over here in the rough. And I'm pretty sure we agree that this is within 36 inches, including maneuvering.
And no penalty for the rough for this guy?
Oh no.
Well, he's flying, so I was actually kidding.
Now most of our attacks have assumed that he's landed, actually.
Right.
So this is actually a place where there's some debate. What do you think?
I mean, but the only penalty
Yeah.
that we have
Yeah.
for the rough is
Right.
for the horses that they lose.
It says mounted.
Ah.
The penalties for mounted types, and this is a mounted type technically.
Okay,
There's a guy
penalty for
riding
you.
this. Yeah.
Penalty for you.
Okay. We can decide whether that's a good rule for flyers.
I
or
think
not.
it's a good rule.
Well,
Hey.
anyway, I automatically kill 2 instead of 4.
Great.
There. No back attack skips my ogre now.
Great.
And the ogre
Unless
needs.
I wrap some more.
And the ogre needs I don't know what it needs. Not that.
He does nothing. So what do I have left here? 6. I have 10.
Yeah.
Which is 5.
Yeah.
Plus 1 is 6.
Mhm.
So I need to roll 3.
Yeah.
I have rolled worse than that.
Snake eyes go on, snake eyes.
Okay, no. Okay, so they're gone. So this is a big this is a big problem. This thing here. No, half my units can't attack him, can they? I can't split up.
The unit can't get disconnected.
Right.
The unit cannot get disconnected.
Right.
Now, if you have an army, if your army runs into 2 separate guys, you can attack both the guys.
Okay.
But your unit cannot get disconnected. Does
So
that answer
can
your
the
question?
bad guys wrap and get in contact with him? Since I haven't moved, I can wrap 3 from the back. You said. On each side.
Yes. Seems like yes.
So can I get in contact with him?
Seems like yes. As long as as long as your unit stays connected, then yes.
And what
absolutely.
if these guys go in the back attack mode? So these.
No sideways scraping.
So that would be considered moving. It's not.
Correct.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Once you're in contact, your only option is
Okay.
turn around and go away.
Right, so
Yeah.
they wrap
That's legitimate.
here
That's legitimate.
and
Yep.
here.
Okay.
Oh, I should have declared my elf and my horse.
Yeah, that's okay.
My horse actually. What can my horse do? Nothing. Because you're in the rough, and there's just no way I can reach you even in 24 inches. Well, can I? Maybe on the side? Right, the horse is going to try to actually reach you in the rough.
Great.
So this is for your ogre. We'll just
Right,
put it
right.
here so that it's out of the way.
What's your elf doing, by the way?
And my elf is going to come as close as he can, half his move, to be within short range. Okay. So the penalty is 4, right?
Yeah.
In the rough for
Yeah,
horses.
1/4 for horses in the rough. Very punishing.
So, what's my best move here? So I'm gonna go like this.
Hmm.
So that's 1 inch.
Don't worry about it.
So to here, so that's 8 inches.
Mm-hmm.
Too much terrain. Okay, and then turn like that.
Yeah. So you currently have 16 left.
16
So
left.
you need to be within 4 inches.
I am. Oh shit! Sorry guys. Okay, whew. So he turns
Yeah. That costs 1 inch.
1 inch, and then he has 5 inches left. So he's about here.
Okay.
So he's obviously, in short range.
Okay.
All right. Jesus fucking Christ. So can I roll like all these units at the same time against him, because it's
Sure. Sure. Of course.
we all need 6.
Yeah.
So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units in contact with him, and I need 6. Two hits.
3.
No, 2.
Oh, right.
For
Okay.
your
Right. Sorry.
finally.
I don't know how to
hit
deal
him.
with hits against the wyverns.
I know. And then for the ogre, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in contact.
No problem.
I need 5s?
Correct.
I need 1 5 to
You need
kill
1
me.
5 to kill me. Didn't happen last time.
I know. 1
There's
5!
a 5.
Oh.
What? That not expected so much. What? Say who now?
Get out of here!
What? Oh no!
You dead!
Oh. That sucks.
I know.
All right, I'm down to 1 unit.
Yeah, but it's like this major thing. I need freaking 6s to hit you every time.
All right.
And you can fly anywhere you
I'm
want.
going to fly up. I'm going to fly around. Hit these guys in the back. Right here.
Great.
Right here. Right here, so I'm not in the rough.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
You agree? Is
Sure.
that fair? There's that guy's corner is outside the rough.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you're not in the rough,
Right.
you know,
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
that's fine. Oh, I wish I had a GoPro.
Right there.
Okay.
And I'm going to automatically kill 4 of your guys. You can pull
So-
them off either end you want.
So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Is that what I need for that?
Yep.
4. So I have 6 left.
Yeah.
So that's 6. 1 plus 1 for the health.
Yeah.
2. So
Yeah.
I need a 7. Oh, fuck me.
Okay.
They're all gone.
The medium
Okay.
foot is broken.
Okay, so the horse is going to try the same trick.
Mm-hmm.
Basically get out of the rough and
Yeah.
go around behind you.
Mm-hmm.
You think we can make that?
Sure.
So if
I mean, we can try. You can try.
so that's half his move.
So you should pivot instead.
Well,
So if you're here,
okay.
right, you should say that you're pivoting, and this costs 1, 2.
Oh,
Yeah.
got it. So then I have, this is 2 inches, so that's 8
Correct.
inches.
So
That's
total
10.
Yeah.
So I have 14 inches left.
Yeah.
Can I do like a,
Sure.
you know,
Yeah.
you have 14 inches?
Perfect.
Yes, obviously I can reach him.
Very good.
Right.
Not happy about it, but that's the rule. So I'm gonna be fair.
And then he has yet to turn around. Okay, so I have 2 hits.
Now, do you want him going going for rear melee attack?
Oh,
I shouldn't have said that.
you shouldn't have said
I
that.
should not have said
Because it totally didn't occur to me.
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
that. Okay.
Oh yeah, I can attack too. I have a little dagger. Okay, so I have 3.
And
dice.
clearly they were in range of movement, so you could do that. It would be, if you had larger units, this would be harder, right? There's actually an
Sure.
advantage of the movement with only having 1 figure, is that they're more maneuverable like that.
So I need 5.
You do need 5.
1 hit. It's not gonna be enough. You're gonna kill me before I can kill you.
Yeah. The wyverns take to the air and hit your horses in the back.
Oh!
Yeah.
Now that is low.
I am
Who
taking
would
all my
do rear
advantage.
attacks?
Ah!
Yeah, take your damage with you.
And those
What's your
horses are
damage?
automatically killed.
I know. Yeah, and so now the problem is, so you know, they're like, I want to go all the way around. So can I do that?
I can
Yeah.
actually 1, 2.
And then,
I'll measure it so they can move 12, right?
yeah,
6,
Yeah.
7, 8.
Yeah.
Yep, they can do that.
so I can do that. So, but you know, you're gonna kill me next move. So
That's correct.
even if I do a 6, you're still not dead.
You need
No.
5.
5.
Yeah.
And I do a 6.
And to be sporting, the wyverns are going to turn around in place. And they won't even attack from the rear.
Oh,
Right?
that's nice.
Like We appreciate your heroism. We will suck the marrow slowly from your bones. And I get 2 attacks and I need 2s. So if these both come up ones, then you're still alive. Otherwise,
it could happen.
The game seems to be over and the Wyverns seem to have won. 6 and a 4. And the Elves are energy drained and turned into Wraiths themselves. So
what did I say?
Strengthening my evil forces.
I would only tell my story if I won, so I lost. You'll get the story if I win. God, I'm like on a losing streak here. That is 3 in a row.
The record is currently, after 5 games, it's now 3.5 to 1.5.
It's not good.
So I'm doing pretty well. So the Wyverns have pretty much the same statistics as the Griffins that you used in the last game. It was hard for me to beat, and I beat them. But I had stone giants on my side that could bust through the armor 6, at least feasibly. Right. So even that, it was really close, and I had to have really good die rolls to beat that. So that was interesting. That was more. So you were more confident that I was going to win that at the end than I was.
The problem is, if the hits are more or less automatic. I can count, and the fact that I need a 6 every time to hit you, it's like it's just not gonna happen. You're just gonna, even if I roll well, you gotta blow through all the units I have. So
the whole point of this series of games is to playtest.
William.
To playtest the new. To playtest the new things, exactly. Yeah. See, now we're going to cry over Lord of the Rings for the first time because we basically recreated it at the end. And it kind of turned out the proper way, I would say. The way it was in the book was kind of unbelievable. This is really what would have happened. We can all agree with that.
Yeah.
No humanoid can kill me. So this is only the second time we've had flyers. You frankly discovered in the first game that you could automatically turn around and hit them in the back.
Right.
So there's some question about whether we should allow that. I know Joshua said maybe we should implement a new rule that you can't do that. Maybe that's too powerful.
Well, they are very powerful.
Yeah.
They're super powerful.
Right.
So, and if you don't have, the right unit, in front of it, it's going to be really hard to win the game.
Yeah.
So I don't know. More expensive or limit moves. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. You're the designer.
And that's what the computer program came out that was broadly balanced currently at 120, assuming that they were always getting rear attacks. So the simulation currently assumes that the flyers just always get rear attacks all the time.
Gotcha.
And it came out suggesting a cost of 120 as opposed to 100 that it used to be.
Right.
So maybe we'll continue to play test that.
Yeah.
And see if we agree. Viewers, if you have opinions about whether the Wyverns are too powerful, or and keep in mind, I had the sun against me.
I know.
Right? I actually thought when it came up sunny that was an automatic loss.
I mean, and in your defense, I've been rolling really poorly.
Well, actually, that's a good point.
But however, you did lose 2 units.
Yeah.
2 of your units routed.
Right.
Fairly early on, and I still lost the game.
Right.
So it's kind of, maybe I'm a terrible player.
You clearly should have killed the Ogres a turn earlier. Right. There was one roll that was just completely insane.
Right. I had
for you not to eliminate the Ogres 1 or 2 turns earlier.
Yeah, but I still think that it would have been really dicey for me to win, even if I had killed the Ogres earlier.
Yeah. The main thing I'm worried about is that I didn't attack your infantry until near the end.
Yeah.
Is that I really don't want to attack a giant mob because then they can just turn around and come at me
Right.
in response.
Right.
And so that was the thing that I was frankly really worried about
Right.
losing against.
Right.
But with armor 6, it's hard to do.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
So,
Interesting.
or maybe their health is too high. Maybe they should have, 4 health.
That's
or
not
5
going to
health.
change. So
Because that's a translation
there
from
you go.
the...
Right. So
right.
in D&D, that's fixed.
Gotcha.
Wyverns have a particular health that just converts like that.
Right.
It was fortunate that I boxed you up on the rough. and right, so Disparable BB there is saying mini games avoid that. Now, for any other type, that's the case here too, right? It's an exception just for flyers.
Right. And
that they can just take off over your head
right.
anytime they want. So absolutely, for any other unit type, that would be the case. You couldn't do that, except for the light horse. They're the only ones that are fast enough that you can be on one side,
Right.
turn around like you did here, and run to the other side.
Right.
Other than that, it's the rules are written so that it's impossible, actually.
Right.
So there is a currently question about whether the rule for the flyers allowing that should be maintained or not. So if you have an opinion about that, and you're watching the archived version, maybe later on YouTube, feel free to leave a comment, and we would like to hear from you about that as well, of course. Or if you think one of us screwed up and you could have made a better decision at some point,
Sure.
Tell us about a place where we overlooked a really good move. We would love to hear that too. Let's see here. Don't forget that.
Win.
So on you, it's unusual. So I currently am on a is that a 3-peat for me? I think that's a 3-peat, right?
So this is
Or
my
it's 2 and a tie.
work
at least.
sucks, and then I get this at
It's
home.
2 and a tie. You'll come back. You always do.
Maybe not. It's okay. It's fun one way or the other.
Don't forget our generous sponsors, dscribe.com. If you are a role-playing master, our sponsors, dscribe.com, provide professionally written box text, evocative, short, clever, professionally written descriptions for locations or new monsters or spells. And if you go to dscribe.com, dscryb.com, and put in the code WANDERING, you'll get 10% off an order, and that link is in the chat right this very second right now. So thank you again, William. Again, this was a patron's pick. So the Wyverns were brand new, never before seen.
Right.
We haven't used the light horse in this season yet.
It's true.
That was the first time that the Halflings got to attack.
Thank God.
So thank you for that, William. Very interesting novel.
Yeah, thanks for
playtest.
picking the army. Actually, that was a lot of fun. Challenging as hell, but really a lot of fun.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And if you'd like to get in on the fun, join our patrons on patreon.com/wanderingdms. You can join, and you can get a pick and choose what we do for an event sometime next month, actually. And we would look forward to that. Look for other stuff on the Wandering DMs channel coming up. Tomorrow we have our weekly talk show that we always have. Last week we had special guest Ethan Gilsdorf, who of course is the famous author who wrote Fantasy Freaks and Gaming Geeks a couple of years back, and he also has a wonderful TEDx talk on why D&D is good for the rest of your life. And our viewers really wanted to chat more about that, so we're going to continue that tomorrow and have a chat Sunday 1 p.m. on is D&D good for you and how. Is D&D good for you in the rest of your life? What do you feel, Isabelle?
I think you're going to have to buy me breakfast for me.
Okay, I will do that. We'll have a breakfast briefing tomorrow. That's fantastic suggestion. I guess that's it. I feel like there was something else I was supposed to say at the end, but that's pretty much what's coming up on the
yeah, so
Wandering
next
channel.
weekend we're off.
That's it, thank you.
Because I'm working at 6 a.m. on Sunday morning. But
Monstrous.
then
Monstrous.
But then the weekend after that, we are going to be back.
Even
for my revenge.
Even we would not do that. We don't get up at 6. That's crazy.
No, I'm gonna get up at 4 in the morning to be there at 6.
Ooh.
On a Sunday.
Don't even think about that.
Ugh.
Ugh. I'd rather be dead.
Yeah, well, me too.
I'd rather be undead.
I'd rather you be dead too.
No. So it looks like we're about bi-weekly with this show. So we'll be back in 2 weeks, which is April 2nd, I think. Saturday, April 2nd.
I think it's the 3rd. If I'm not. I could be.
Saturday in 2 weeks, April 2nd or 3rd, something
Second
like that.
or third, close enough.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
Great.
So,
So thank you for joining us. This made it so much more fun with your comments tonight with the Patrons Pick episode, and we'll be back in 2 weeks with armies that we picked. Yes. With mass devastation.
Well, yeah, and we're thinking about doing the edible army at some point. Maybe that would be the game. Maybe that one. It depends on how much time I have. Depends if I'm fired or not.
Yes. So we have plans, as discussed previously on this show, to have actual edible figures that, as you decimate your opponent's forces, you get to eat them. So we'll look forward to that. Awesome. All right. Thanks so much. Have a good weekend, everybody.
Thanks for watching. Peeps versus bunnies, yes.